Mike, is James hurt or dealing with anything?
He's been battling that cold, but nothing that I know of yet. I've talked to him and stuff.
Were you surprised by his overall performance tonight?
Well, I don't really want to. If it's okay with you guys, litigate what just happened. It happens. I just told the guys, hey, look, they had an unbelievable year. We were above all expectations. They battled like crazy, and for whatever reason, this game we didn't have the juice and the stuff, and we were just really. I mean, it's right across the board. So we'll figure that out and get better this summer, and then and come back and do it again. And I told them it was a pleasure coaching them. They tried to do everything they could to make it a great year. They did it, and I'm proud to be their coach. And I've got nothing negative at all to say. I know they feel as bad as I do, and this is going to hurt and linger, but hopefully it'll spur us on to, you know what, we know where we got to go. We got to get better next year.
Coach, you mentioned you were proud to be their coach. What are you most proud of, as far as what the team accomplished this year as you look back?
That they let us coach them. They let, every guy had something different to do. Like James to be the point guard, Pat to be the two, Eric coming from the bench, Ryan sometimes playing center. I mean, they accepted it. They just kept trying and plugging, and wasn't always perfect. And I feel really bad for them that it ended this way because they did not deserve this. But at the same time, hey, San Antonio beat us, and they beat us, and we didn't have any kind of response and didn't have the juice. So we'll try to figure that out. But like I said, this will hurt for a while, but this has got to make us better next year.
Mike, Kurt Bowles from the Austin American. Did this seem kind of like a quintessential Spurs type of victory across the board with how well they played fundamentally?
Well, they're good. I mean, they're well coached, and they play. And again, you lose Kawhi Leonard. I don't know if that psychologically our juices went down a little bit, but you got Aldridge and Gasol. You got two All-Stars out there still. So it's, it was a battle, and obviously the fifth game hurt us by not winning that one, put us where it was. But I don't have any reasons for why it happens other than, like I said, I'm proud of them. We'll look at it. We'll try to figure it out and try to get better.
The way you lost the other night, does that have any carryover into this game?
It could. It's hard to, I've been on both sides, and it's hard to figure. So some nights, life hits you in the face, and it was, I didn't say it's universal, but it hit some guys that we just didn't get the loose balls. We didn't make our shots, obviously, but still the loose balls and the little scrappy stuff, we just didn't have it tonight.
You guys had only 9 two-point buckets all game. Is that passive play, or how does that happen?
Well, it was just, we scored 75. I mean, usually we get that the first half. So, like I said, I can't explain it. We just didn't play well. We just didn't have that pop to get in the lane to get either our threes or finish at the rim. It's not they did anything different. They just kept playing, and we didn't have any problems for us 5 games, and it just showed up. All right, guys. Hey, thank you. All right.
Brian Smith, Houston Chronicle. James, how would you explain what happened to you guys tonight?
They just dominated. They played well, moved the ball extremely well, made shots. We never really had a rhythm throughout the entire game. LaMarcus Aldridge really played well. He was aggressive from the beginning of the game. And then, we just never really got into some rhythm offensively.
I don't think you attempted a shot until about 6 minutes were left in the second quarter. Did you feel out of it? Did you not feel your rhythm in this game?
I mean, I really just didn't have a rhythm beginning of the game. I feel like I was making some passes, and we just didn't knock down shots or whatever the case may be. But as a team, as a unit, we really didn't have a rhythm, and they capitalized on that.
Are you dealing with anything? Are you hurt at all or worn down? Or?
I'm good.
James, as an MVP candidate, as the face of this franchise, how much does a loss like this fall on your shoulders? How much of the burden do you carry?
It does. You got to take it for what it is. Everything falls on my shoulder. I take responsibility for it. Both ends of the floor, and it's tough, especially the way we lost at home for Game 6. But it happened. Now we move forward.
You mentioned the way you lost a Game 6 at home. To have it end this way, everybody's but one ends without victory. But to have it end this way, how does it hit you? What are you going to carry
It's frustrating.
with you?
It's frustrating, definitely, especially the way we were resilient all year long. We've been fighting through adversity. We've been really good at bouncing back. It hurts. It stings. But like I said, we just got to figure a way to get better, and we will. But, credit to the Spurs. They had a really good season. They're a really, really good team, extremely well coached, and they were a better team this series.
James, do you think in some ways the team kind of took the Spurs lightly tonight because they knew Kawhi wouldn't suit up?
I mean, this isn't high school. I mean, we just didn't play well. It was a win or go home for us, and then they just came out, with a little bit more pop than we did.
Christy Reekin from the Associated Press. Do you think that there was any hangover or carryover from the way y'all lost the last
I
game?
mean, I don't know what it was. I just know they played well. Give them credit, and we didn't, and so they advance, and that's what it is.
MK Bauer, the Sports Exchange. James, to go back to an early point you made about not feeling your rhythm early in the game, was there ever a point where you felt like you needed to be more assertive offensively just to make some things happen as opposed to kind of waiting your way through the whole process?
Yeah, but they did a really good job of corralling, showing bodies, their bigs at the rim, things like that, so I couldn't really get a rhythm, especially to the basket. Powell did a really good job of, using his length at the rim. So, hats off to them.
James, you and Coach Pop shared a private moment there post game. Can you share anything that he said to you, kind of the
No, he
imparting?
he said he don't know what to say. He said, how great of a year I had, and how great of a year our organization had, and I just told him congratulations, best of luck next round, and continue to be great.
James A.J. Jones, KWWJ. Clearly you want to put this one behind you. How do you do that? How do you move on to the next step?
Well, we got a whole summer for me to put it behind, for us to put it behind us. Get better, all around as a unit, and come back even better for next year.
James, 55 wins and getting out of the first round. Do you feel like this organization is moving in maybe the best direction that it's been in since you've been here?
I think so. It's tough. It's frustrating the way we lost, especially how good of a year we had as a team. With a new coaching staff and some new key pieces to our team, it's pretty good. It could have been better, obviously, but we're in the right direction. Now we have a lot of improvement to do with the team that we have right now, and so take some time off and just be ready to go for camp and next season.